During the 18th century, Europe was gripped by mass hysteria over vampires. People lived in constant fear that the dead would rise from their graves to prey on the living. In 1725, in the village of Kisaleva, Serbia, a farmer named Peter passed away, or so they thought. In the 3 days following his burial, Peter returned from the grave, appearing before his own son, begging for food. Terrified but unable to refuse, the boy fed him. But when Peter returned the next night demanding more, his son refused. The following morning, the boy was found dead. And he wasn't the only one. Over the next few days, 9 villagers also perished, all suffering from extreme exhaustion and severe blood loss. Can you imagine living in a village where death knocks every night? If you're curious to know what happened next, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more chilling stories. Alarmed, the local priest reached out to the authorities, and imperial troops were dispatched. They decided to exhume the bodies, and what they found was truly horrifying. Peter's corpse was perfectly preserved, with fresh blood staining his mouth. Terrified, they drove a stake through his heart and burned his body to ashes. His victims were also reburied, this time with protective measures like garlic placed on their graves. The case of Myslata of Blow. Another chilling legend is that of Myslata of Blow, a shepherd who found no rest after death. His undead form wandered the streets, calling out the names of those he recognized. Panicked, the local authorities tried to stop him by driving a stake through his heart. But Myslata did not stay down. Instead, he returned, more monstrous and mocking the villagers' efforts. Imagine facing the same horrifying spirit, laughing at you night after night. In desperation, they handed his body over to an executioner. He wrapped Myslata in white thorn snakes and burned him to ashes. As the flames consumed his body, the tormented cries of the dead echoed through the village. Johannes Contio, the vampire of Silesia. In 1582, the villagers of Silesia were haunted by a terrifying specter. A vampire known as Johannes Contio plagued their homes with a putrid stench and a chilling presence. Before his death, Cuntius was a respected citizen, but after suffering a severe injury from a horse kick, he began having visions of ghostly figures and burning in invisible flames. According to witnesses, the very hour he died, a black cat entered his room and leapt onto his bed. Cuntius was buried with honor at his local church. But that didn't end the nightmare. Could a simple death really contain something far more sinister? Soon after, villagers reported visits from the deceased Cuntius, always accompanied by an unbearable stench and icy air. When they finally exhumed his body, they were horrified. His flesh was still supple, his joints still flexible, and when they cut into his veins, fresh blood flowed. Without hesitation, they cast his body into a massive fire. Only after his body was reduced to ashes did the haunting finally cease. But the fear remained. Do you think these horrors truly stayed buried? Or is something still lurking, waiting for the right moment to rise again? If these stories sent chills down your spine, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a true horror story again.